Marathon training, week 8, day 1. I usually go for a walk before my run as part of my warm-up routine. Then we'll do some A skips, B skips, a couple strides, dynamic warm-up. And we'll get after it. But today I'm wearing my heart rate monitor. I want to pay closer attention to what zone I'm running in, and the heart rate monitor does a good job, well, actually better than the watch, of monitoring my heart rate, so we'll go with that. Today's plan calls for 10 to 12, so I'm ready to rock and roll. This is a down week for me, also known as a deload week. Past 4 weeks I did 50 miles a week, and this week I'm cutting down to about 40. Then next week we'll start ramping up again. I find that after 4 weeks of high mileage, taking that 1 week to recover by running less mileage makes a huge difference. It allows the body to adapt and recover properly and get me ready for the next 4 weeks. I'm in the build phase right now of this training block, which will be followed by the peak phase. And of course, during the build phase, we'll be doing a lot more marathon-specific workouts, race-based workouts, as we prep to put a little bit more stress on the body. To be honest, I'm feeling a little off today. I'm lacking the motivation. I'm not feeling like being out here, but that's okay. Those are the days where you have to keep pushing through. That's the nature of running. Some days you're gonna feel invincible. You're gonna hit all your paces. Some days you're gonna be normal, and some days you're gonna feel terrible. And this is one of those days for me. That's okay. If I have to ease up on the pace, whatever I need to do, we're gonna get it done. It's a good thing. I have discipline. Sometimes the motivation will not be there, but if you have the discipline, if you've developed discipline over the years, that's what takes over. As the saying goes, the value to be derived is not in the destination, but in the journey. Similarly, in running, the value you get will be during the training cycle. 20 weeks of going through it. The actual race is the icing on the cake, but the value, the growth, the development happens during training, during the running journey. This is why sometimes you have to judge a training cycle in its entirety. Take a step back, get a bird's eye view of the entire 20-week training cycle. When you do that, you won't allow a bad day or bad week to influence how you feel about the training. Same thing applies to life. You gotta look at everything in its entirety. The big picture. I'm a big picture thinker. That's how I roll. All right, mile 10. One thing I have to admit, first 3 miles was a struggle. Then at mile 4 to 8, I picked up the pace. Felt good. Now we're wrapping it up. Another 2 or 3 should give me a half marathon. I'm feeling good though. Just goes to show. The first couple miles are always a warm-up. Whether it's training or race day, you know you're not supposed to start out too fast. You'll burn out quick. Same applies in training, and that's what I was going through. And plus, as I said earlier, I was a bit off today, and that's okay. In running, as in life, you have to deal the hand that you're dealt, right? I like that reference to a card game. You have a deck of cards, you get a hand, whatever you get, you gotta play it, right? You gotta make it work. It's the same with running. Become a better version of yourself. Don't compare yourselves to others. It's you versus you. All the cliche stuff. There'll always be those that are elite, sub-elite, pros. There'll be the mid of the pack, and there'll be people that are just in it for the fun of it. I'm in it for health and fitness, as well as pushing myself to become a better version of who I am. So far, so good. So far, the journey has been glorious. All right, and that about wraps it up. This was 13.6 miles at a super easy pace. Kept it aerobic, while the heart rate monitor to keep me honest. An average heart rate was about 128 beats per minute. So kept it super relaxed, super comfortable. Did some strides afterwards, and that wraps it up. Thanks for watching.